Hello, Crafty Nita here. I wanted to show you my latest little room box. It's almost like a shadow box. This is in a drawer, an old one. And I had some things in it at one point. It was a little hat shop. But then I had to make a bigger hat shop because I had more things. So it was unoccupied and it was just time to do something with it. So I did a little sewing room. I had a little sewing machine. It was blue and gold. It's a pencil sharpener. And I painted the gold part brown. And some of the blue I hit with some black. I didn't try covering it all, but I thought that gave it some definition in the textures and pattern. And then I had a little red metal chair. They're both very small scale. I'm not sure what they are, maybe 1/24. And then a friend sent me a little dress form. It was black and gold and I painted it. Covered the gold with brown. Painted the black white and then covered it with fabric to make it look more like a dress form. She also sent me this really cute tape measure. So I did the room sort of 1950s, and there's a bulletin board and you can see where she has her fabric swatches and buttons and pattern for the next project, and embroidery floss with a little hoop, and her scissors. Now my scissors are just paper. I printed some very tiny images, scaled them down, and then I used diamond glaze to give them a little bit of thickness and then cut them out. Add a little kitty. They like to get in the middle of everything. Made a very small tomato pincushion. Button cards. There's just some beads glued onto some cards. Another image of scissors and pattern. Now I had this little basket for years and I put some magazines. Let me get it out so we can see it. Some fabric and lace tucked over the side. And I used another ring and made it look like another embroidery project going on with a bit of ribbon. And this is very tiny, so it was a bit of a challenge. Put some fabrics in another little basket. This basket was made from a burlap ribbon that has the metal wire along the edges, and just made a little basket. I used a free printable for the floor and scrapbook paper for the wallpaper. My mama made, she and I, matching satin peach skirts when I was a teenager. And it was dotted, little white dots on it, and that's what this reminds me of. I thought that was so pretty. And then I used this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby for the ceiling. A button you can see. And this is a cord from a Christmas ornament, and a bead. This little flower bead with a little clear bead in there for the light bulb. There you got a pull cord. And let's see, we got our mini Barbie. She's really tiny. And I named her Sandra, like Sandra D. She had the little bob. Made a little top. Puff sleeves and buttons and a swirly skirt. She's so cute. And over here on the shelves we have, well, there's a flower and a little vase, some jars of buttons, cards with buttons. I made some little spools, some with thread and some with tiny ribbon on them. Now these are free printables and I can't remember where I got those. I'd shared them on my page though, so somebody had them out there when I Googled miniature sewing rooms. There were people that were sharing some free printables so that you could print out and scale them to your scale, little ends for things. And there was also the patterns, free pattern images. So I used the original wallpaper that was in this box to cover the shelves and to make this little box here. And I have a little figurine there and a knitting bowl, just little pins there and rolled up yarn. And I just think it turned out really, really cute. It's gonna go on a wall. I have the matching drawer already upstairs in place, so this will go on the other side and it'll be really cute. Tiny bow I had from somewhere. Polka dotted fabric kind of reminds me of this image here. Reminds me of Lucille Ball's dress. My mama loves Lucille Ball. So, anyway, thanks for coming for the tour. I forgot to show you the clock. It's a button with a clock face, a printable I had glued in. And then this was some sort of a little jewelry tile. There were several of them off of a bracelet, I believe, but it looked like a little frame to me, so I stuck a picture in it. I know back in the 50s they used to have those pictures of cabins on the water or whatever. And so I found something that was reminiscent of that, but a little softer colored, so that I could just put it in here and it would go really well. And then one touch of yellow, I have a little yellow flower, because I love yellow. Peach was my mama's favorite color, so this is kind of something to honor her. She and my grandma both sewed a lot of my clothes when I was a kid. Very talented ladies, very creative. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a great day and God bless.